Hello everybody, welcome to today's session. In today's video, we're going to go over a few currency pairs that I have on my watch list, see what potential trading opportunities we have for the coming week, and how we can take advantage of them. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick with us until the end. Don't forget to like this video and share with a few friends that you believe will also find value in it. So this week, we're going to start off with Jpy. Jpy is a Jpyx pair. It's a Jpyx pair that we have also been following for the past week, and I have been updating you guys on how it's going on the free Telegram group. So if you're not in it, be sure to join. It's linked in the description below because you don't want to miss out. Now with Jpy, after I saw this price movement, I obviously understood that prices are in a bearish trend, obviously since they broke these lows and this ascending trend line with this ending diagonal pattern. So I was anticipating to see some kind of a retracement on 0.5618 or 78, which aligned with this structure here. Now prices aligned with the 0.618 that aligns with this previous resistance out here. So once prices aligned with that, they ranged a bit and then dropped, breaking these lows and even the previous lows. So that even confirms more that the bias or the trend is still clearly very much bearish, and the momentum is still bearish. As you can see, while it was bullish, prices were ranging, but once it goes bearish, prices are very much steep with the high momentum. So that indicates that the bears are still in control. So right now what I'm anticipating to see happen is prices kind of range back on this structure here that was broken before you see prices break and then keep on pushing lower all the way until somewhere down here. So it's interesting how prices are going to play out for this coming week, but that's my bias and that's how I anticipate to see prices play out this coming week. So how will that be playing out on JPYX? On JPYX, obviously, as we know, prices are inversely correlated to JPY. So what I'll be anticipating to see is for prices to kind of retrace the retracement that we saw before it actually pumps. Once it breaks above this structure here, give us some kind of retracement, and then we see that. That's my view on how I anticipate to see JPYX play out this coming week. Now, how will it also be affecting the other JPYX pairs that we have, such as Euro JPY? With Euro JPY, I'll be anticipating to see some kind of a retracement till somewhere here. Before prices do all that, retrace, and then continue pumping or continue dumping lower, right? All the way until somewhere down here. Mind you guys, today I'm analyzing from the 4-hour time frame. So it's a smaller time frame compared to what I always analyze, because I always analyze on the daily and weekly. But today I decided to take it down a notch, right? So that's what I'm anticipating to see happen on the JPYX pairs, JPY and Euro JPY, and what will happen on the JPYX itself for this coming week. So if you want to find more of what I think, or if my bias will change, join the Telegram group that's linked in the description. Subscribe to this channel, you don't miss out. Now, how about DXY? With DXY, the US dollar currency index, prices have been crazy bullish. I was having a bearish bias this past week because prices were still somewhere here, right? Prices were approaching this level. So they retraced and then just took off, creating new higher highs, breaking these highs. This indicates that prices are now crazy bullish. So the bias has now changed from bearish to bullish, right? And that's what happens in the market. You don't have to stick with one bias. You can actually adapt and do and follow what the market is doing. Sticking with one bias is you being ignorant, it's you being, foolish. So you just have to follow what the market is doing. Now the market has shown us that now it's bullish. So what do we have to do? We just have to go with the bias. We just have to go with the flow. So what I'm anticipating now is, since prices have actually broken above this trend line and both of these trend lines, the ascending and descending, and now have actually reached this kind of resistance, right? I'll be anticipating to see some kind of retracement somewhere here, or either on this structure or this trend line, before you actually see prices pump all the way until somewhere up there. Mind you, this is the daily, so on the 4-hour it will look like something like that. That's what I'm anticipating to see happen on the DXY. Now, obviously, should prices not be able to retrace this far, we'll just be looking for that break, retest. That's the main point. Prices reaching that structure there. So how will this be affecting the other currency pairs? Obviously, USD JPY, I'll be anticipating to see prices retrace there before we pump. Euro USD, retracement there before we drop, right? GU, retracement there before we drop. So that's my view on the US dollar currency pairs. Gold has been acting on with mind of its own. But why am I not surprised with that? Because gold has always been a metal, a precious metal, if you will. And with that being said, like, gold always has its own bias. Like, it correlates with DXY, but not all the time. Like you can see here, gold has been pumping higher and DXY has been pumping higher. And that's not something that usually happens, because one always goes against the other. As gold increases in value, DXY decreases in value. As DXY increases in value, gold decreases in value. But for the past few weeks, that has not been the case. So right now, we can't correlate gold with the correlation of DXY. We just have to analyze it on its own. And as you can see, prices are now pumping higher. It's in a crazy bullish trend, steep bullish trend. So we have to analyze this one from the daily. It has created new higher highs, so we don't have a resistance to measure it by. It just is what it is. So what do we need to do? With gold, right now, prices have been pushing way too high, like for way too long, right? For me, I wouldn't be looking for any buy opportunities right where it's at, because prices has created new higher highs, and you can see this rejection from up here, right? So obviously prices has a very high possibility of retracing a bit. Now, what I'd do is that I'd wait for a retracement on either of the major market structures, either here, because obviously prices will keep buying. That's a given. Before I actually look for buys, or somewhere here, before I actually look for buys. Now, what I wouldn't do is keep on buying where it's at. And what I wouldn't do also is sell where prices are at, because prices are in a crazy bullish trend. If you sell, you're in a very high risk, and if you buy, you're in a very high risk. What I'd wait and what I'd do is that for prices to retrace on a major structure before I actually take advantage of it. So if you found value in this video, please comment what was your biggest takeaway. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, because you will be dropping out more content like this more regularly. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you for giving me your time. Till next time, take it easy out there. Let's have a killer week. Peace.